Welcome back to my channel. I want to get into the topic of regrets. We all have regrets in life. A lot of regrets that we have, some of them are forgivable and some of them are not so forgivable. But in essence, when you realize the mistakes that you've done in the past, I think you go forward and really try not to repeat the same exact mistakes. You just have to go forward. There's a saying that goes that forward always, backwards never. It's a very good thing to really always look forward and try to not repeat your mistakes, but move forward and correct the mistakes that you've done in the past and learn something that would keep you in progress. Not necessarily being perfect, but really keeping you in a position to progress in life. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 things that I really regret from my past. And I hope this really helps you out there to really, reflect on your own kind of regrets and move forward and progress accordingly. The first thing that I really regret in life is holding back. By holding back, I mean really not speaking up more. Because, I have this reserved demeanor that really prevents me from speaking up for myself and really being vocal about things. Because if I had been vocal in my life earlier on in life, I think it would have prevented a whole lot of things. It would have prevented people from taking advantage of me and people from really disrespecting me. So being reserved and not speaking up more is something that I really regret, because in life, I think it's essential to really speak the truth and point the truth out. And if somebody is doing something that you are really not for, you just have to stand up for yourself and speak up and speak out on that particular thing. Now, the second thing that I regret in life is really not communicating enough. Communication, they say, is a key, and it's really a key. Communicating really bridges a gap and prevents confusion on both parties. Being able to communicate clearly involves a lot. It involves being attentive and listening and understanding and responding accordingly. And taking initiative to also get a message across is very essential when it comes to communication. In my past life, I have, really slacked off on communicating clearly and getting a message across. I overlooked so many things in life and, tried to portray this reserved trait that really didn't help out. I think I would have prevented a lot of mistakes that I made. A lot of confusions that I caused could have been prevented. So I would say communication is something that I should have done more of. Now I've gotten better with communicating and really trying to let people understand my thought process and also the way I feel about things. Another thing that I regret is not sharing my feelings and thoughts. It kind of goes back to talking about communication and also not holding back, because I believe being able to speak out for yourself and sharing your heart and your thought is really essential. And so, sharing your feelings and even being vulnerable is what I'm really trying to say. Being vulnerable is really great. It shows your strength, right? Vulnerability is really strength. Sometimes we think being vulnerable is really showing your weak area or your weak side. But it really is a trait that portrays your strength, because having the ability to share something that is deep and that can cause emotional triggers is a strength that we all should have, because we're trying to affect people the right way. Being open and being able to share, it's really something that portrays the kind of strength we have. The fourth thing that I regret that I wish I have done more of is really being kind but not nice, right? And this is a topic that I've actually talked about in my previous videos. Being nice is one thing, but being kind is a whole other thing. And when you're nice, people really tend to take advantage of you because they believe you just would always do it without thinking and without even being selfish, perhaps. But kindness really is something that really shows that you really care for people, you have passion for people, but you're not just doing things for people just to get something in return. Nice people really always do things to just please people, and really sometimes also it has some transactional aspect of it, because doing something for people and trying to get something back, whether it being love. You know, in the past, I would just do things to be nice, just so I could get recognized. I can be seen as this nice person that is always looking to do something for people. But then I realized that I should have been a lot more kind than nice, right? Because kindness goes a long way. It shows my heart, it shows my compassion, and this is what I spent a lot of my time doing in the past. And so looking forward and moving forward, you know, I have practiced a whole lot of kindness in my heart, and I believe it's put me in a position where I'm becoming more self-aware and really learning to, you know, love on people, learning to share, and learning to really be there for people in a positive manner. And yeah, so I have a whole lot of regrets, and eventually I'll be diving more into sharing more of the things that I wish I had done better and some of my regrets. I hope you found this to be valuable. I'd like to know your thought. What are the things you wished you had done better and some of your regrets? Keep grinding, and catch you later.